Good evening, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining us. Tonight's Tier 3 race, round 3, Abu Dhabi. Tonight on comms is myself, Claire Mull, joined by North Fandangle. It is a sprint weekend as well, for those not aware, so will only be a short qualifying session. Sprint race and then the feature race. Cheers, Steve, confirming weather is all dry. Evening, Colin. Evening, Terriers. Just on board with Dave. Dave first out on track, just starting his hot lap now. Avoiding the curbs through 1 and 2. Sorry, through 2 and 3 even. Tight line through 4. On the power early, wing open. There's a long run now down into 5.
Hello there.
Good evening.
Apologies. Wait, headset decided to turn itself off. Abu Dhabi sprint weekend. What are we thinking?
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one, to be honest. I know a couple of lads reserved in Tier 2. I'm not sure, did any of these lads reserve in Tier 1 on Friday?
No.
Right, well, on Friday in Tier 2, I've got to say, Bark looked phenomenally quick. He did look really quick. But Full Send Dave as well did look good on Friday night, so expecting a lot from them two, to be honest. The extra practice they got from reserving on Friday should see them well.
Yeah, I suppose, look, with short quali, with a sprint race after, it's kind of get out on track as soon as you can, really. Guys waiting in the pits are kind of taking a bit of a risk. Well, maybe not a risk. Do you know what? It's a short quali session, so with track evolution, it ramps up fairly lively.
It does ramp up quickly, and them times I found drop rapidly. But it'd be interesting to see, who's happy with an early time they set, or whether they risk going out again. I don't expect to see people messing about on medium tyres in this. No, everyone has got the soft selected.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's especially with it being a short quali, you're not gonna.
Ooh, and that is
Sake and Chip. And I just want to say they both got quali bands. So I was just loading up the page to see who had quali bands this week. I saw the retirement and I looked back up at the screen quickly.
I was looking at the map and was like, whoa.
No, Saki and Chip both have a quali band, so we'll see them retire from this qualifying session, and they will retire from the start of the sprint race as well, starting from the back for the feature. Yeah, how did you find it Friday night, Dan?
Awful.
You had a setup issue, didn't you?
No, I had a Dan issue. So yeah, I set my rear wing to 20 instead of 30. Literally every braking zone in the rear was stepping out. It was absolutely awful. But hung in there, did what I could, as you should.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it was just absolutely awful.
I had a fairly good night myself, to be honest. Fairly clean race. Got obviously tagged the magnetic arse of Bartman do.
As you do.
Yeah, you know, someone's got to do it. But no, we spoke it out afterwards. It was one of them, 6 of one, half a dozen of other, so it's just a racing incident. It is what it is.
But I would fully condone, you know, chatting with a guy after the race, you know, getting their point of view before you make a report, because sometimes what looks awful from your point of view, like, on theirs, it might be like, well, I have no idea what you're talking about. So sometimes it just gives that bit of clarity, gives it a bit more of a, you know, kind of an insight. You could be possibly wasting a report yourself as well, which isn't ideal. So yeah, definitely a good idea to.
Absolutely. Again, a lot of the guys in here, and I'm speaking from experience, I have had a couple of incidents where, you know, if reported, I would be deemed at fault, but I've DM'd the guy straight after the race to say, you know, look, I apologise. This is what happened from my point of view, and I'd say 9 times out of 10, the guys are just looking for an apology.
That's it, like, especially from a guy that's, you know, a driver that's not really reported or not known for kind of erratic driving or anything like that.
Yeah.
You know, I have issues with guys on track, and some guys, you know, are solid. I'm like, you know, show me your point of view, what happened, and he explains what happens. There's my point of view. I fucked up. Life happens. Move on.
Exactly.
So it's sometimes it's just worth having an old chat instead of 65,000 reports.
That's exactly it though. Like I say, you know, I have had a couple in the last season where I've made a mistake into a braking zone or whatever. I've made a silly mistake, and then, like I said, DM'd the guy straight afterwards, explained what had gone on, and I've said, you know, I hold my hands up, I'm at fault here, feel free to report. And like I said, 90% of the time the response I get is, no, I appreciate the apology, I'm not going to look at reporting it. And like you say, you know, I went through a number of seasons without being reported myself. It's only recently I've not got to grips with this game, stuff like that I'm getting involved in silly incidents, lack of practice as well. I'm getting involved in stupid things, making silly mistakes, and I think a lot of the guys know, you know, I'm not one of them drivers, so they will let it go as long as someone holds their hands up and apologise.
Common sense usually prevails.
Well, you'd think so, but it doesn't always.
No, it doesn't. As Terriers chimes in with fun fact, Dan's only been reported 3 times, and one of them is bullshit. Yeah, fully agree with you.
If I'm honest, reports, I think I've been reported 4 times, if that. One of them was bullshit. Mr. Cameron Poulter at Australia dives up the inside of 3 cars, hits me, and then reports me for turning in on him.
Yeah.
So I got a penalty for that.
Yeah, I'm just trying to look around here. There's a lot of cars in the wrong place at the wrong time. It's the nature of running a short quali session, but it is what it is. Track placement is key here. I'm not sure if you're getting this, Clay, but cars keep glitching from the last corner. As they go into the pits, they look to be glitching back onto the racing line after the final corner, so hopefully that isn't causing any issues for anyone.
I'm not too sure what you mean, if I'm honest, mate. I've not seen anything. A few guys on what I think's the second lap now, Chris. Oh, he's recharging, he's got 100% ERS. I think Chris has put a bit more fuel in to, you know, go for a hot lap, a cool down lap, and then go again.
Yeah, you see, with this short quali, I don't think that's going to do you any favours with the added tyre, where you've 3 full runs, just smash them and see what happens would be my thought process anyway. But
Yeah, if I'm honest, I would have thought the tyre wear were too high on this track to do that, especially in the dry. Obviously, wets is a different story, but he is improving at Sector 1, almost a tenth and a half under.
Yeah, Dig is very, very high around here.
I'll just stick on board with him for see this. As I think that's the other Ferrari, a teabag that's just gone in low fuel mode in Sector 3. He pulls aside. Looks a bit squirrely, that chicane there, yeah.
That's costing him a lot of time, I would think.
See what this Sector 2 split is.
The track, the fastest line is
the left.
Far left as possible, yeah.
Yeah, hug that wall.
Yeah, and he's way up on his time as well, so that exit out of 6, 7, 8, or 6, 7, 8, 6, 5.
4, 5, 6.
Yeah. that's costing that lap, so he'll be back into the pits, I would imagine.
Did he class it as 5, 6 or is it 6, 7?
Well, the end of the back straight, or that straight in Sector 2 is turn 6, I believe.
See, I always thought that would turn 5, so it'd be 6 and 7, not 5 and 6.
Could be 5.
I think I class, like, Lutman's just gone through 1. This is 2. I class that 1 as 3. I don't class this little left kink as 4, but it might be.
Right, 1 second.
Just having a little look at the comments. Colin as well saying Dave were looking quick in Tier 2 on Friday. Also saying evening. Pint size saying evening. Also saying Dan was 0.5 under. I'm going to guess you invalidated. Seems like a normal also thing to do.
Yeah, so the back, that straight in Sector 2 was turn 6.
Turn 6?
Yeah.
Right, so that, what I don't class as turn 4 is turn 4.
Yeah, I agree. It's like Austria, that fucking, that slight movement from, Luckman invalidates, and he was up at the time as well, so he is back in. It's like that little kink, Austria turn 3, turn 2, that's not a turn, that's a,
yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
A bit mad, but it's what it is.
I know what you're talking
Had
about.
a 122.977 putting on the McLaren on the front row currently for the sprint race. Solid time to win. It's quite a tight session to amongst the top 5 or 6 guys at the moment, 7, 8. Yeah, whoa, wow.
Always, wow, 22.8. He must be running last season's Aston Martin because they were always rapid.
As Full said, Dave says he's looking forward to this. That usually ends badly.
As long as you know where the brake is, mate, we should be fine. No, like I say, I had a really good battle with Dave on Friday night. Defending, as Ocon had said, like a lion. Or Alonso, sorry. Defending like a lion for keep Dave behind, so I'm expecting to see him do fairly well tonight if he keeps his nose out of trouble. Just on with Nerf now, he's improved by almost 2 tenths at Sector 1.
Look, obviously we've raced this track a couple of times at this stage since the new layout. How do you find the new layout compared to the old layout?
If I'm honest, I prefer the new layout.
Yeah.
I prefer the new layout because the only corner that I struggled with on the whole track, it's not even the chicane at the end of Sector 2, it was the chicane at the end of Sector 1 that I hated. That chicane I absolutely hated. I do prefer this new layout.
I fully agree with that.
But if I'm honest, it's a track I've always felt fairly comfortable at. Like Friday, running with no practice, but taking P4 in the feature race. Yeah, with a setup that, if I'm honest, isn't brilliant. Wings were fairly low, but I don't know. I like the track. I seem to do well here.
Yeah, I don't like it. Have never done well ever. Just one of them for me personally, but it's not a track that I mind racing on. It's just one that I have no pace on. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, that's similar with me at Bahrain, probably China as
Yeah.
well. It's a track that I can drive round, but I'm not fast at all.
Airways is still in the pits, and I'm looking at this. He's not even looking to come out, so he is done in this session. And so is Wookie. They won't get out and get back row. Maybe they have their 3 runs done. Maybe they were doing 2. Not sure, but yeah.
Just on with Curly now. He's coming up to the line, improves by just less than quarter of a second, puts himself up to P16. Hound's improved by half a tenth. Oh, actually, no, he's not. Oh no, he has improved by about half a tenth across the line. He's now on a cooldown lap, no fuel, so that will be Hound done. Dave Douglas, quarter of a second up at sector 2. See what he manages now through this final sector. How do you find the final sector?
Awful.
Yeah, that's the toughest part of this.
The double left-hander is just horrific.
Yes.
Especially with 20 on the rear wing, which wasn't anticipated. So all my practice
well, I was running 22 rear by choice.
Yeah, I tweaked my setup not too long before the race, which made sector 3 feel unbelievable. And obviously running that 20 rear wing then absolutely killed me. No grip at all. I nearly lost it more or less on every lap. Just hanging on for dear life. Safety cars helped me big time.
Yeah, I've got to say the biggest shock for me was that full tank of fuel into turn 6 on the lap 1. Just on with Dave, and he's been caught behind his teammate. His teammate's not got out of the way. Houndler's cost him massively. Dave was improving as well. Let's see what he does across the line, what he manages. Improves by 0.139, but I feel like his teammates cost him a couple of tenths there at least.
Still pretty tight, Clay. There's only kind of half a tenth between the top 10 currently.
Ferrari across the line there. Chris improving, putting himself P11. Hardy doesn't improve back. 22.8. Wow. Yeah. As I say, he was quick on Friday night, so I expected him to be up there. Dave Douglas isn't improving. Matey Boy's not improving either. Jump on with Osso. Across the line. P14 for Osso. So that will be it. That'll be your starting grid for the sprint race.
Yeah, it's going to go to the back there in a second, but
yeah, so Bark's going to be on pole. Very close there between the top 3, less than half a tenth covering them. If I'm honest, very, very close grid. Your top 9 covered by quarter of a second. And then your top 12 covered by half a second. Unbelievably close, to be honest. But we've got Chip and Saki starting at the back. They will be retiring from the sprint race as well, serving their quali bans this week. But yeah, very close field there. Should make for an interesting sprint race.
tyre strategy will be interesting, Clay. If you start the sprint, or if you use the mediums on the sprint, unless you pick the harder allocation for the weekend, it only gives you one set of mediums for the sprint, which does kind of affect that, medium to hard, dropping onto mediums for a safety car strategy if picked. As I'm talking to myself.
Sorry, you're not.
I wasn't sure. I was like, is he here? Is he not here?
No, final strategy messages with the Ferrari lads, that's all. Team principle and all that. But we'll have a look at the tyres. Nerf and Chip going hard here in the sprint. Jackie and Wacky going softs, everybody else on the mediums.
Softs is a bad idea,
we saw it done on Friday. I think, if I'm honest, I think the VSC helped. I think we had one, maybe two VSCs which helped. I think it was only Gameful, to be honest, who started on the softs in the sprint.
I mean, you'll be fairly rapid for the first 2-3 laps, and then you'll die. This is the issue with the softs. The hard runners obviously are going to be struggling definitely for the first couple of laps until the hards kick in. Yeah, hard to know.
Yeah, I do think hards are the wrong choice. Don't get me wrong, I don't think they're a bad race tyre, but for the sprint, I think you're probably going to lose too much. There's no point starting on the hards unless they've come in with a harder tyre selection to try and give themselves an extra set of mediums. I don't know. I don't know what the plan is. I don't know what the thinking is there. Although thinking about it, Chip's going to be retiring anyway, so has he been sensible by retiring on the hard, so he's got a fresh set of mediums still?
It makes no odds to Chip, but the only thing I can think here with Northpack is he wants to bring that second set of mediums into the race.
Yeah.
He will. He's starting P16. It's a gamble for North. What he's relying on here is a safety car with 10-11 laps to go to drop onto the mediums where nobody else has another set of mediums, maybe 11, 12, 13 laps to go. That's the only thing I can think about, but you are relying on a safety car to help you out, which for me personally I don't like doing, but yeah.
Yeah. Hardy overshot his marks there. Is he the only one? I believe he is.
Ooh, we got an Alpine. That doesn't look in the right place. And that's Bark's car. Oh, wow.
Where's he going?
Who is that? That's Matey Boy. Yeah, this definitely looks too much. Definitely.
Matey Boy's trying to get any head start he can. It seems to be glitched. I don't know if it's waiting for him to go round and do the formation lap again, or whether it's completely gone, or what. Because it's held everyone else on the grid.
I think it's a glitch. This might, yeah, wow.
This takes us back to the waiting screen, and the loading thing now.
Yeah, and yeah.
Let's just see what happens here. Matey Boy's commented saying, "What's going on?" And Mechanical replied, "You fucked off."
I think it's up to the admins, but I would suggest a lobby reset at this stage.
Yeah, a lot of lads just saying they've gone black screen. On mine, I can see the loading screen. It's saying Matey Boy's waiting to connect. Mine's got everyone with green bars next to the name, bar Matey Boy with the loading white bars. I don't know if it's waiting for him to do his formation lap again. People saying that he'd left the session. He needs to rejoin. Let me see if I can send him an invite. Says he's in the session. I'm unable to invite him.
Yeah, I think we're probably looking at a lobby reset here, I would think. Yeah, we need reset. I think everyone should just back out and go again, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I'll just pop a message in to the lads. Chris has said, oh wait, everyone's leaving now, never mind.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, lobby reset it is. What a stupid game. Right, I will restart the lobby.
Yeah, apologies. Was just posting the message in to the tier 3 lads. Oh, Heinz said he's sorting the lobby. Yeah, anyone who's still tuned in to the stream, just bear with us while we get the new lobby set up. Invites will be out as soon as possible. Lobby will be set up. Everyone will be in the same positions. It's just vital that everyone picks the same tyres that they selected in that first lobby.
The only issue is now, can you manually adjust the grid for the sprint?
Yeah, you can set the grid to custom. Turn qualifying off, you can set the grid to custom. I assume if you have sprint selected, it'll set that grid for sprint, and then obviously it'll change itself once the sprint's done.
Yeah, do would think so.
But we know what EA and Cordis are like.
Oh, God. Time for that.
I'm going to run for a smoke while we're waiting for this. I'll be back shortly.
Yup.
We have got all 20 drivers back in, just waiting for the grids to be set.
Yup. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, just as you pointed out in the tier 3 chat. Custom grid, right? So he's doing that now. as you pointed out in the Tier 3 chat, anyone who has rejoined, if you're listening to the stream, make sure your stream's still running and make sure you pick your setups.
Yeah, that can be an issue.
It can be a massive issue. We have seen it before.
Kind of torture on everyone, really, isn't it? Not you can do, but it is painful.
Yeah, it just drags it out a little bit. Whew. Sorry about that.
Wait, that was good, to be fair. Always a stressful scenario for the admins. It's not ideal having to get it in, make sure
So,
everything's right.
someone's just clicked spectator. Who's that? Chris, pick the Ferrari. What are you doing? Oh, he shit me up. I thought he were giving me the seat then, letting me take it for him.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for that little toilet. We're waiting. Please walk this time.
Terrier says, bloody heart attack. Yeah, tell me about it. I've drank too much for a drive. Couldn't do that. Throw me in that seat. Yeah, should just be waiting for everyone to pick the tyres they had on in that first sprint. Pick the setups as well, so hopefully no one readies up too early.
Oh, the fucking grid is wrong.
Pardon?
The grid is wrong.
How can you see that? I can't even see the grid. Yeah, back out. It's fucked. Absolutely fucked. No formation lap for one, and the grid's completely wrong.
This is fucking ridiculous. Oh, I said lobby myself. can you just check the lobby settings for me, please, if you don't mind?
Will do, boss.
I think it's okay.
So it says starting grid set at realistic. I'll leave that to you for the time being. Quick weather, change weather to clear dry, as that's what it was.
Weather, clear, midnight, clear, dry.
Other than that, mate, everything else looks spot on.
Custom grid. Now. Scotty. You definitely want to rejoin before I can do anything.
Yeah, we're currently on 15. That's including you. You've not picked spectator yet.
Oh God.
Do you know what? I actually sat here thinking sprint race tonight. It's going to be a shorter one. I'll get off earlier. Brilliant. Where's that whiskey?
Airways needs to join. Can't push him up until he's there.
Yeah,
Yes.
waiting on 3 drivers at the moment. We are waiting on a Ferrari, which is Chris, an Alpine,
he's there.
Ferrari, Alpine, and McLaren. Who's that? Hardy.
Hardy needs to get in fairly lively.
Hardy, Chris. Matey boy. Yeah?
Yep. If you wouldn't mind tagging him.
I was actually trying to fire him an invite, but I don't know what Hardy's PSN is. Is it Hardy 15? Yeah, sorry, he can have an invite. Fire him a tag now. I'm typing who to join, and they've already joined.
Yeah, everyone's in. Yeah. Yeah. Just to double check. Yeah, everyone can ready up. Good to go.
Yeah, Hardy, weather is clear.
Ready up.
Weather will all be the same. As we say, pick all your setups. Start on the same tyres as the first lobby, not the second lobby, because that one was fucked as well. I'm trying to type a message. I put pick setups and put pick stupid.
Hopefully it's right this time. If not, I give up. Yeah, let's go. Ready up to floop.
Yeah, you just got all alone time when you get all the setups and that sorted.
Yeah. Not ideal, but it is what it is. Nothing we can do. This is the longest stream in history, I think. 50 minutes in. We don't have a lot done yet.
And we only ran short quali.
Yeah, to all them guys that like Shark Valley, fuck you. Yeah, we should be getting going now. I think the grids are sorted. Everybody back in. Setup's done. Don't forget your streams, and let's go. Count on Steve to fuck up the one job he has, but I know.
We have got the exact same tyres selected,
Fair
formation
play.
laps on. Well done, everyone. Nice one. We're all ready.
Eventually.
Third time's a charm.
So yeah, as we said previously, Jackie and Wookie on the soft tyres, North Pat and Chip on the hards. Chip is going to retire anyway, so should Saki.
If they remember.
Yeah.
That's it, they're three races deep now.
Everyone else on the mediums.
Yeah, it should be an interesting race. As I said, Bark showed good pace here Friday night, so I'm expecting him to try and just pull away at the front. But Airways, Scotty, Hardy, Jackie, all fast. Wookie as well, to be fair, he's been in the battle with them for the last few races. Be interesting to see how it plays out.
That's it, because there's plenty of pace. As I look through the rest of the grid, there's plenty of pace there. It's just kind of, can you find the right time, the right moment?
And that's it. As I were talking then, going on about Bark's pace, obviously I've had to look at Airways, Scotty, and then I thought, oh, well, Hardy's quick as well. And then saw Jackie in P5, and then Wookie, and Dave Douglas was up there last week. Luckman, we know, is a title contender. There's pace all over this grid.
Exactly, keep going down. Keep going down, there's no excuses. You got Luckman, Matey, Dave, Chris, T-Bag, hindsight also. Hold, yeah.
Yeah, we'll stop that. I think we stop at hindsight, to be honest. Forget also.
Yeah. Where's your fuel?
So
we still have 12, 13 guys on stream, so thanks for hanging around. Obviously not ideal. There's what it is that we can do about it, but
thanks for sticking with us.
Grid is forming up as we start the sprint race at Abu Dhabi, round 3, tier 3. Let's have it.
Oh, let's hope it goes smoothly this time and no one tries getting a little head start. And Chris has been right, reset.
Do you know what? You don't realise how high that last corner is, the camber of the corner until you're looking back.
Yeah, it seems flat when you come through it racing.
Yeah, it does. Lights.
5 lights. And away we go. They'd gone out on my screen a long time before that, but Bart gets a good start, keeps that lead. The McLaren of Hardy's got the inside of Scotty at turn 1. Saki's made it past pint size. I'm hoping Saki.
Oh, wow.
Curly's out. Curly's out.
North Pack had an issue at the back of
VSC.
the grid.
Saki's got a penalty for it in North Pack. The two that were starting at the back of the grid, I thought I'd have just pulled aside, let everyone get away because they were pulling into the pits to retire.
At least it's only a VSC anyway, that's all it should be. Not ideal, but yeah. I'm not sure why Bark has an 8-second lead, but he does.
Jesus, he's pushing that Delta, and Hardy as well. Hardy, I didn't see Hardy get past Airways. Missed that. Well, that 8-second lead's dropping now. It's now down to 6.
Yeah, I was going to say, how was Bark that far ahead? My God. 1 lap. And he's still pushing it, like, to be honest. It does drop off in sector 3 though.
Yeah, track's gone green. Track's gone green. So he's kept the Delta as close to the limit as it can, where it looks like the guys behind have allowed a bit of leeway.
It's a double-edged sword, isn't it? You don't want that drive through, do you?
No, you don't. But I've got to say, I did it myself on Friday. I pushed the limit of 2 of the VSCs and I got it bang on. And managed to get a jump on the car ahead. Whereas now it's saying Hardy's only 0.8 behind Bark. What is going on here?
Yeah, mine is still got 2.5 seconds and it looks about right, to be honest.
Mine's saying 0.7.
Yeah, it doesn't look right. It doesn't look 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds, but he is...
Oh, no, it's gone to 1.6, 1.8, 2.8, 4... Oh, whoa, what's going on here? 7 seconds now. Chips pulled in and retired. Well done, Chip. Saki's stared out, so that's Saki's race weekend over with.
Still on track for me.
That's what I'm saying. Serving a quali ban, and he's stared out.
Ah, yeah.
So
that will be a disqualification.
That will be a disqualification.
Yeah. Call PB the light. Again.
Yeah, Deltas are a bit screwed here. The Deltas are screwed. No, there's no VSC. There's no VSC. We're all live. That's Chip's car's been released, but it's been cleared now. Yeah, it's showing Scotty a minute 26 down. Oh, there we go. Delta's just updated for him.
Yeah, look, we know that time of work can be a bit funky. It should sort itself out. Yeah,
it takes a couple of laps. There we go. Everyone now, Deltas are sorted. Not much movement on the leaderboard, to be honest. Hardy up 2, Airways Scotty down 1, Saki, who will be disqualified, is up 3, Pint Size up 1 and Nerf down 2. Other than that, everyone else has stayed in the same positions. But we've got DRS activated now this time round, so let's see what happens. Lotman's just made it up past Dave Douglas. Jackie's made it past Scotty as well.
Yeah, Scotty is hovering the back of Jackie at the moment.
Oh, we got a yellow flag in sector 3. That's a Ferrari of Teabag.
Yeah, Teabag has span, I think. Yeah, well, he has span, but whether there was contact or not, I'm not sure. Don't think there was, to be honest.
I've no idea. I don't know who he was battling with. It would have been his teammate. As I said, everyone was in the same position, so he would have been battling his teammate there, I believe.
Had he know it in DRS's bar, and they're absolutely rinsing their DRS as well. I know it's a sprint race, but fuck me, it's 4 laps in.
Why is Race Director Dan coming out? Yeah. Team Principal Dan.
Race Dictator Dan.
Yeah, Hardy's well and truly rinsed his down to 17%, 15%.
He needs to just, if I'm him, I'm using Bark as DRS to keep the car behind, recharge and then go for it.
Exactly that. You heard the conversation between myself and Kieran Friday night while we was in the sprint race. Kieran got past me, and then I saw the red flashing light on his car, so I just sat behind him, waited, and then on the last lap I got him at the end of that second DRS straight, and that was it. That's Teabag. Yeah, Teabag's lost it again. Must be running no traction.
He's in a good place with DRS, to be fair.
Hardy. Fuck off, Dan. As Hardy is pushing now, Teabag's lost it again, them tyres are cooked.
Yeah, he just needs to relax and let them tyres cool over a small bit. Ooh, Dave Douglas is out.
That's a full safety car.
Yeah, I think he's just lost it on the corner.
Yeah, turn 3, he's lost it.
Wow.
He was showing good pace as well. Battling Lutman.
This will help the soft runners though, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. They'll be able to get to the end now. So Jackie, Wookie.
With the VSC as well, you would think they're in prime position. We haven't even started the feature race yet. Back in the tick.
And Teabag's pulled into the pits and quit again. Terry is saying got to hope it's rear wing damage and not a pit and quit. Yeah, but if you don't supply footage of it, it's a pit and quit. He'll lose another 3 SLPs, costing the team points now. As the guys are approaching the safety car. And that's Teabag's car just pulling to the inside of track there after being released from the pits. Pint Size is pitted for a set of softs. Saki's pit for a set of softs, which seems like a waste of time. Saki will be disqualified from the session for not serving his quali ban. Just waiting for the field to bunch up now on the back of the safety car. Probably got another lap of this, which will definitely help the soft runners of Jackie and Wookie. 6 laps completed, I think 2 under safety car, 1 under VSCs, so them softs should be still fairly fast. It's whether or not they've got the advantage over the mediums.
Safety car isn't hanging around, is it? Why is it still out? Oh, Saka's in the pits again.
Yeah, he just pitted for a set of softs last lap. Now he's pulling back in for another set of softs.
So we'll have 3 laps of racing, one with DRS that will form the grid for the feature race here. Yeah.
Yeah, not a great race to be fair.
No.
No, I mean, not worse than last week, but not much better. Just looking, Dave Douglas saying his front left touched Luckman's rear right. Yeah. Can't be too close through that. That's turn 2 and 3. Safety car is in this lap. Field is all bunched up. As we got Bart now backing up the pack, letting that safety car get away. He's backed it up nice early, to be honest, which is better than some of what we saw on Friday. And he's gone early as well. Seems to have caught Hardy sleeping there. Good restart from Bart. Airways looks close to Hardy now.
Yeah, solid restart from back, to be fair. That bring to the line kind of drives me mad a small bit. I know it's not against the rules, but it's not ideal.
No, definitely. The thing for me is the longer you leave it, everyone's expecting you to go. So you don't even get the advantage that you think you're going to get. I understand the less of a slipstream, but everyone's now ready to go, whereas if you go early, someone might not be on the throttle at that point, and you
fucking heady going at it, to say the least.
Yeah, just jumped on board at the back end of that. Airways is now all over the back of these as well, as Osso's got 3 seconds for corner cutting. Osso trying to make the track his own. Chris up past Dave. Also, 5-second penalty, cutting corner, gained 1 place. I've not heard anyone from the Ozone in chat tonight.
Yeah, a bit strange, isn't it?
Yeah, a bit quiet, Stingray, where are you? Come and give Osso some abuse. There's Lutman's just picked up a 3-second penalty. Close at the front now, what do you reckon? Jackie and Wookie, do you reckon the tyres are maybe too far gone?
Yeah, I think they're cooked at this stage.
Hardy's absolutely rinsed his ERS again.
Yeah, not good.
That's it, the lads behind now got double ERS. There's only it'll be one lap left, the final lap once we cross the line. So
yeah, he needs to pull out the gap. But I don't think he will. He'll probably get caught in the last lap. Let's see.
yeah, I don't think he will be able to pull away, to be honest, with the ERS he's got. If he hits below that 20% mark, he's going to be a sitting duck on the last lap, I think, especially with DRS activated as well. Airways looks like he's going for a move on back, following very closely.
And that might help Paddy, to be honest with you. But he needs to pull out a significant gap by the time we hit that DRS 9 or he's in trouble.
Yeah, gaps hovering between 7 to 9 tenths. DRS enabled, so Hardy's going to have to push no on this run to this DRS detection zone.
Yeah.
If Bart gets DRS... Oh, he is... Oh, it just dipped outside a second. It's back under.
Yeah, I don't think he's close enough.
He's out. He's out.
Yeah, he won't be close enough.
It's all about this run now down this line because Hardy's down to 15% ERS. So
yeah, but Airways, Scotty, Jackie, all having a look at Barco as well, and Bark doesn't have DRS, so he's going to be sitting duck as Airways goes up the inside. Gets on the brakes. Oh, it's an awful place to try and overtake. Yeah. Oh, Airways with a bit of rear squiggle. And he's losing now as well.
Scotty's coming through. Jackie's trying to come through as well. We're 4 wide there down the back straight.
Oh, Airways just makes contact with Jackie.
Yeah, with Jackie.
Not good. Not good at all. Yeah. He went in deep and he made contact and he's dropped all the way down. I'd be surprised if there wasn't a report for that as well. In the meantime, Hardy's just kicking off into the distance. Wow.
Yeah, Hardy did a good job there. I didn't expect it, to be honest. I thought when Bart came out of turn 1 and got back within DRS, I thought that was going to be it. I thought that were going to be curtains for Hardy's race, but no, he did well there. Did well, controlled that. Lutman with that penalty drops below his teammate and Jackie. Dropped a couple of positions. But these will be the starting positions for the feature race. And I'm going to go and pour myself a drink.
Good idea.
Because this feature's... It's going to be a long one.
So yeah,
Saki's left the session.
Confirmation there, so Hardy taking P1 in the sprint race to start on pole for the feature. Scotty joining him on the front row. Barker, New and Wookie make up the second row. Behind that you got Matey, Jackie, Airways, Luckman, Chris, Dave, Hound, Hindsight, Geezer, Northpack, Saki will be DSQ'd. Also Dave Teabag having an awful sprint race. Chip and Crowley making up the last of the finishers there. So yeah. The guys are now picking strategy, which will be key. Saw a couple of guys pitting there, which will definitely affect their race strategy.
Sorry, I was just reading Osso's comments. Saying hindsight overshot his braking point, took him off track, he had nowhere to go. Features now fucked. As always, mate, report it once the incident page is opened. There's a long way to go for the feature race yet, so if I'm honest, you can start a damn sight further back and still make a good race of it.
Yeah.
Keep your head down. There's a long way to go yet. Do a quick tyre check now while we're on formation lap. And we've got Jackie, Luckman, Osso, Dave, Teabag and Curly on the hards. Everyone else opting for mediums.
Again, for me, it's just that hard tire. I just don't like it from the start. In terms of the safety car, but
yeah, probably not off the start, but I do think it's not a bad race tyre here. I thought it was. I thought I was going to struggle with it, and I didn't. You know, it felt comfortable, which was a nice surprise. But as you said, but you know, by the time I'd pitted and put the hard on, it was later in the race, lower fuel. But then I had the issue of wing damage, and that was a nightmare. Losing about a second and a half a lap. So, who are you expecting? Podium prediction here, Dan. Go on.
God.
Go on.
No comment. I have no idea. No idea.
Do you know what? I'm going to throw a wild one out there. Wild one. I'm going to say Jackie, Luckman and Bark. I think Jackie and Luckman starting on the hards, they've already got pace. I think he's going to be good. Bark, like I say, Friday night, he was good. He got caught in an incident late on in the feature race, but other than that, he was pretty faultless, and he was up there with the leading group. He looked really good.
I tend to agree with you, but
I just think the others,
the pace we
incident
had
prone.
in the sprint is, yeah, and I agree with you there. That's the thing for Haddy. If he can stay out of trouble, he should be okay, but that is the question.
As Terry as he's telling me I'm wrong, it's Chris Teabag Osso, McLaren double DNF. As 5 lights. And away we go. Scotty's made it up past Bark, but looked like he went deep. Bark had to recorrect then. Wookie's now trying to go up the inside of Bark. You don't want to be doing that through the S's. As I think that's Luckman who's just been pushed off there through them S's as well. Chris trying to follow Luckman through and get past Airways.
Great start, by and large, to be fair.
Yeah, Chip up 4 places as well, up to P15, also up 2. Hindsight's just made it past Hound into the braking zone. Hound's trying to stick it around the outside. Inside for the second part of that chicane. No contact made, brilliant move there. Osso as well's just snuck through. Is it? He's side by side with Hound. Yeah, Osso's made it through on Hound as well, following Hindsight. Just snuck through on the exit of that chicane. As Airways and Dave are battling now for P9 and 10. Chris has managed to get through on the Aston Martin there. Scotty's made it through to the lead of the race as well. Matey Boy up to P4. There's one we didn't mention.
Great start.
Also now up past Hindsight as well. Also up 5 places. Hindsight fighting back. My leaderboard's a bit fucked.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Chip. Oh, Chip had had such a good start.
Yeah. Red Bull drivers coming together there. Not good at all. At all.
Looking at where he's crashed though, turn 2, I'm sorry, I didn't see it, but for me, if you've not got the move done in turn 1, you back the fuck out. Turn 2, 3 and 4.
Crazy.
Turn 2, 3 and 4 is not a place to be trying to make a move, thinking of making a move, looking at making a move at all.
We have a VSC for some reason.
Yeah, as soon as the chip incident happened, the VSC came out. My leaderboard's still all over the place. Apparently Hardy's a minute 33 ahead of Scotty, but he's in second. And also, he goes from bad to worse. What a great start to the race he's had, and he picks up a drive-through, speeding under the VSC. We mentioned in the sprint race about how these deltas change quickly. But we are back underway. The deltas are sorting themselves out as everyone's crossing the line. We've got Teabag into the pits on the hard tyre. Is he getting a wing change? Yeah, they're out with a new wing. I mean, the one they took off didn't look damaged on my screen. That were a bit weird. But he's on them medium tyres now. We've got Chip into the pits getting a new wing as well. Hardy's burning a lot of ERS now and close to Scotty, out of that DRS range to back. I've got to say, Matey Boy's had a good start to the race, sticking behind his teammate.
Yeah, 100%, no question. Just on with this Hadi and Scotty battle, Hadi just needs to use his head, keep that ERS, save it up, recharge your battery, use Scotty's DRS to keep within touch. Barkmanduno has fallen out of DRS as well. Yeah. It's just that question, don't pull the trigger until you need to go. Let Scotty eat his DRS to keep ahead during them DRS zones. That would be my thought process anyway.
That's it. I think Scotty's, if I'm honest, Scotty's fairly experienced now. I think Scotty used to burn a lot of ERS, whereas now he's a lot more controlled with it. And there's also, I think that's the old pit entry glitch one that he's got that warning and the 3-second penalty. Yeah, I think Scotty's a lot more controlled with his ERS and management and everything now. Race management, I think he's a lot better than he used to be, so Hardy really does need to be clever with his.
It's a tactical track in terms of that sense. If you pass on the first straight, you open yourself to a possible overtake.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Did you do the old trick on Friday night? Turning your DRS off early?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I did it for about 12 laps. Just sat behind, turn it off early, wait, and then when I was ready, last lap, pull the pin, full ERS and go for it. So it'd be interesting to see how it plays out. There's a long way to go yet. None of these guys are out of this race yet. And, yeah. The gap from back to the lead is only 2 seconds. That's not a lot.
No.
And then you've got from Wookie down to pretty much Dave in P10 are all in touching distance of each other as well. Teabag did post into the Ferrari chat as well, saying that it was rear wing damage he had in the sprint, which is why he pulled in and quit, and why he kept spinning. Jackie looks to be closing in on Matey now. Airways just made it past his teammate. I wonder if the two Aston Martins will be looking to work together, sort of slingshot the way forward.
100%, I think the exact same thing.
I know I did that with Kieran during the sprint. I know he's not a teammate, but we worked together to try and close on the faster people. Jackie and
contact.
yeah. I was just about to say, Jackie's looking to try and sneak through on Wookie as well, and then they made contact. Jackie fully without a front wing now. Where's Wookie? Wookie's sat behind him, right behind him. But there's no safety car or nothing for that one. That one's fine. Oh, Jackie understeering into the pits now. Has a pint size running wide on the exit on that final corner. Wookie doesn't appear to have any damage. Might have got away with that one. But he has lost a number of positions. Now the field has spread out a bit. That gap from 4th to 10th is now a lot bigger than it was. Don't know why the fireworks are going off in the background.
Yeah, it was the same brightly.
Yeah, do you know what? I never noticed it. I never noticed it in the race, but when I watched some of the incident footage back, I saw the fireworks in the background. I think that's because we set it to midnight. Midnight's sort of the time it finishes. So it's set at constant race finish time, so fireworks are constantly going off. Just on with Chris, he was gaining on Dave, but not making a move. Wookie's just lost the position to Hindsight. Hindsight does have his ERS light flashing as well. He's down to 11%.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, 11 is really low. You'd think he'd be a sitting duck really, but I'm wondering whether Wookie does have a bit of damage. He looks a bit squirrely on exit of turn 1 there. He doesn't look as quick as he was before. He's now got Dave Douglas on the hards trying to fight him as well. As Hardy's made a move for the lead of the race. He's down to 38% ERS. He's got half the ERS Scotty's got, but he's pushed. He's gone for it. Scotty's now got DRS down this second straight.
Yeah.
Scotty just goes around the outside, leaves space on the inside for him. Nicely done. Takes the position back. I think Scotty, if I'm honest with Scotty's ERS, he's still in control of this. But if these two get into a battle like that, Bark will...
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, oh, but Bark's using a lot of ERS, to be fair. Bark's down to 40%. After Scotty, the next best ERS is Luckman on 57%.
For a second there, but...
Bark's now back within DRS as well, so it's now a three-way battle for this lead. But again, Scotty's still with more ERS than the guys behind him. They've both got ERS activated, DRS open, they're pushing. Is Hardy going to go for a move? That's late. If he does, no. He pulls him behind. Oh, practically pushing Scotty through that corner there. He looks for a good exit. DRS again on the second straight now. ERS on. Down to 15%. Trying to go around the outside. Scotty still with 78% ERS. I've got to feel Scotty's still in control here. He knows it'll come back to him as Hindsight's just made it past Wookie. But I said this about Hardy in the sprint, to be fair, and you know, he did well, he controlled it, and he kept that lead, so be interesting to see how it works here. Hardy running dangerously low on ERS now. Scotty, DRS open, still not burning his ERS, but he's gaining. Is he going to get... No, he just tucks in behind. Scotty's playing that game we were talking about. Save it for the second DRS zone. Here we go. DRS activated again from Scotty. Is he going to push now? His ERS is on. He's activated it. He's pushing. He goes around the outside and breezes past Hardy there at the apex. Hardy down to 6% ERS.
Yeah, that's not good.
Scotty was playing the game we were talking about, you know, closing ERS early on the first straight, just sort of tucking in behind and went for it in the second one. But now Bark's back in this battle. Bark's now in a better place than Hardy ERS wise.
Yeah, Hardy's going to struggle now, I think. Like, he literally can't use now on the straights, but he will do it anyway.
Yeah, he has been still using, yeah. Apologies. I got the two Williams on the back of Chris as well. Has Bark dropped out of DRS? No, he was just in it at the detection zone. The gap did just drop over a second. Let's have a look at this battle between the Williams and the Ferrari. Is Hardy going for that? No, he's too far back.
I'll tell you what, it's been a cracking race so far.
It has, by and large it has. Chris with the flashing red lights. So Chris has absolutely rinsed his ERS. I've got to say it's not worth doing, to be honest. You might as well let one of the cars behind pass, sit with them and use that DRS.
Yeah, I fully agree.
The power loss from the ERS is phenomenal.
Mental, yeah, it is. Big time.
That's it, he's got full send Dave ahead of him now. Just sort of sit behind, stick within his DRS and just recharge. To be fair, Dave as well, actually, big shout out to Dave, 57% ERS at the moment, so his management's still going well. I think Lutman's forgot that he can use ERS, to be honest. He's got 80% left. It's interesting seeing the different strategies. People who want to rinse it, you know, they're on the limit straight away, whereas the other lads, if I'm honest, probably lads who've done a lot of league racing who know how much it affects you. So
yeah, I agree. Fully.
Be a bit more clever with it. I've got to say, I was one of them when I first started. I thought ERS was there to be used, so I used it all the time. Forgot to turn it off in most corners, to be honest. I think that did kill me in Baku once. Dave Douglas picking up a 3-second penalty there for multiple warnings. Nerf's ahead of Curly. Curly's just got Dave as well. Dave's now dropped behind hindsight.
Yeah, mate, I know there's severe pressure from Airways.
Yeah, mate, both at a similar position ERS wise as well, so this will be done down to DRS advantage, really. As we got Nerf into the pits. 12 laps in. Yeah, but
that's not a bad idea. To be honest.
I was just going to say, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, John McCall works here, big time.
Airways has got the move done on back into the chicane, into the first chicane. So, sorry, matey boy, you'll have. I was
just gonna say, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, whiskey's gone to my head. as mate, he'll have DRS now on this run, but he's not pushing. Doesn't look to be pushing too hard to try and get that move. I think he had a bad exit out that chicane, to be fair. Oh, Airways has a bit of a wobble out of that corner. Jackie's now got past pint size. Oh, mate, he's picked up a 3-second penalty as Hardy's into the pits. He's gone for the undercut. He's gone for the undercut for the lead of the race. Maybe he was listening. Maybe it was a McLaren plan. Surely Mr. Team Principal will tell us more. We got Matey Boy in, Hounds in. Hindsight's coming in as well. Be interesting to see how this plays out now. Will Scotty burn a bit of the RS, try and keep an advantage?
He absolutely should. He deployed like fuck no. And get back in.
He was in a better position ERS wise. That gives him that freedom now to just push. But he's not. He's not deploying.
Yeah, he's not.
Provided Hardy has a clean lap here, the undercut looks like it's worked.
Yeah, he should. Chris and Dave, I'd imagine, will come in at the end of this lap. I'd be surprised if they don't.
Chris should do. This is Ferrari. Listen.
Yeah, Scotty's in now.
Scotty's in, Bark's in.
Question is, did that undercut work?
Airways is in. Lutman's still on the hard tyres, so he's going to stay out. Lutman's going to go long. This is what I was saying. Lutman, and obviously Jackie was on the hards at the time, but I think Lutman's he's got the right strategy. There's been no early safety car.
Chris is staying out.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And that's impacting Hardy, you know. Will he get out ahead of the others?
And Hardy's got no ERS, he's down to 10%.
He's gone out ahead of him.
He's ahead of Scotty, but... Yeah, he's ahead of Scotty, but not by much, because Chris has held him up. And Scotty's... Oh, Curly's out!
Oh, that could be a safety
it's a full
car,
safety car! Lutman, brilliant position. You get 15 laps out of a set of mediums, surely. 3 under the safety car now. This is what I was just saying was, the guys who have the guys who started on the hards had passed that medium pit window time for the safety car. Oh, Chris, could this work out for Chris? I don't know, no, the pack's fairly congested behind Chris. It's too late for Chris, but Lutman, I think Lutman's in a good position if he pits now, to be fair. The mediums, he'll be quicker than the guys ahead. They'll all be on the hard tyre. He should still be able to get to the end.
Oh, dodgy. I don't think so, Claire. Them mediums will be fucking screaming towards the end. My
thinking is, looking at how spread out the field is, you're talking 3 laps under safety car, and Lutman's fucked himself anyway. He's hit that pit entry curb, hasn't he? Yeah, my thinking was 3 laps under the safety car, so you're talking it'll only be 12 laps of racing. Yeah, fair point. That safety car has absolutely worked in Hardy's favour because his ERS was absolutely gone. The undercut worked perfectly, and the safety car coming out then just gives him that ERS back again. Yeah, absolutely. Lutman has come out on the mediums. Chris, where's Chris? Chris is coming out P7, so it has worked for Chris as well, to be fair. I thought he'd have lost more than that on a fresh set of hard tyres, so Chris will be able to go to the end now from P7. 2 guys ahead of him with penalties. Not in a bad position, actually, so staying out that extra lap did work for Chris. Surprisingly. Just looking, we've got Saki well off the back of the pack. I think Saki's not in the session, is he? Is his car ghosted? Yeah, his car's ghosted. He's not even in the session. So I hope we're not waiting for his car to fucking rejoin the pack.
Shouldn't be. By the time we get there, I don't think it will. It looks like Saki is driving that car, to be honest with you.
It's ghosted, mate. It's a super it. You can see through the car. If you look at the tyres.
Yeah.
It's all ghosted. It's ghosted. He's not in control of it. No, he's not in the session, mate. He's definitely not in the session. I'll have a look, see if it lets me invite him. Yeah, no, I'm just saying it's allowing me to invite him, so he's definitely not in the lobby. This is what I mean now, we're at this point where the safety car could be in this lap, but because Saki's car's that far behind, will it stay out another lap or... So it is staying out another lap. Can only be because of Saki's car. I mean, it's bad, innit, when 40 AI can't even catch up when you're under a safety car.
Yup. So yeah, this kind of plays into the hands of the medium guys now. That will definitely, absolutely get to the end, and they'll have plenty of tires left as well. Yeah, Luckman isn't in a bad position at all. He does have that penalty, but yeah, I think that will be removed, possibly if he doesn't get another warning. As stated in Stewart's briefing, the pit entry.
Do we remove them once?
Yes, if it's appealed in the right way, yeah.
Oh, I wasn't aware of that. Sorry, my apologies. I got home from work late Friday. I didn't read the steward briefing before the race. But yeah, I thought with it just being a track glitch, we made people aware, and it, you know, it was what it was.
Yeah, they'd have to appeal and make sure they have full race director footage as well for that to be considered by the stewards.
Well, that way, if that's the case, Luckman's got everything to fight for now.
Absolutely, and he's on them mediums as well. It's a stretch. They'll die towards the end of the stint, but agree. He can push here.
He can, and to be honest, 12 laps of racing now, he can push to the end. What'll it be, 11 after we cross the line? 11 laps of racing, he can push all the way on them mediums.
Yeah, for sure. No question.
And Hardy, after looking like he'd made the right choice, is now on the oldest tyres of the front runners.
It's only a lap more though, to be fair.
Yeah. And we are back racing. Who's that? It's Chip's out.
This is what happens when the leader takes the lead every time.
McLaren strategy.
It's not.
As Chris and Lutman are battling now, Chris trying to go around the outside. Using a lot of ERS. Lutman's using a lot as well to defend, to be fair. As Lutman takes that position back. Chip left and now he's just rejoined. I don't know if he's hoping for to take control of Saki's car or what, but... He's changed allegiances. Yeah, Hardy's pushing with ERS again, down to 59%. Scotty back, both at 90 and 80. Airways, Lutman, both at 70 odd, 60. I think it's gonna come down to ERS management, if I'm honest. I think that might decide the race.
Scotty has got Hardy in turn one.
My apologies. I'm for a beer.
And Hardy takes it back. Scotty going at him again.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hardy leaving a lot of space on the outside there.
Yeah.
Hardy going for the move again. Is he going to dive up the inside? He does. But Scotty leaves room. Fair play to Scotty there, leaving the room. And they're still side by side now, coming into turn whatever it is. Is it 10? Is it 9? I don't know anymore.
Yeah, but Hardy is rinsing his ERS, which is not good at all.
No, if I'm honest, I think Scotty's aware of that. I think Scotty knows that from the sprint and from the first stint as well. You know, he'll see that light flashing. So he's pushing him hard now into using all that ERS. I think it's clever by Scotty, if I'm honest. Which I never thought I'd say.
Yeah.
Just before anyone grasses me up, I will say that to him in the interview as well if he is on the podium. As Airways is all over the back of back. Lutman's sticking on the back of these as well. Lutman's not making them mediums work as much as I thought he would. I say that he gets past his teammate. See what he can do now on the lads at the lead now. Lutman will be pushing for a podium position. As Lutman's trying to go around the outside of back, he had a look at it, thought better of it, tucks in behind, follows him through sector 3 now, under the bridge. Probably the worst part of the track for me. Latifi corner. But both these Aston Martins are looking very punchy here, very racy.
Yeah, I agree fully. It's just a case, can they just wait for the right time, right place kind of a scenario.
This is the thing again, the ERS management I think is going to come into it. Luckman's down to 30%, Airways, Barker at 80, Hardy's at 27, Scotty's at 84. It's going to be, whoever's the smartest here is going to win, I think. Whoever plays it the smartest, it's going to be a close race. Hardy now with DRS. DRS activated. No, it's turned that off. Just sitting behind now, he's just recharging. It'd be clever to do so, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree. Funny. This Scott has been just so in control of this race from lap one, to be honest with you.
It's a big shout out. Luckman has changed his racing number as well.
Eventually.
I won't lie, I did message him an hour before the session started. His matey boys just made it past the AI Saki. Teabags on the back of Dave Douglas as well. It looked like he were having a look through the S section. It looks like he's trying to get a move done into turn 5. He has, and he's got the DRS as well as Dave. No, he's not, so I'd expect to see Teabag ahead of Dave coming into this chicane now. But he's not. I wonder if Dave's running a lot lower wings. Because Teabag struggled to get ahead of him there. See if he fights straight back now at the second DRS. No, Teabag keeps the position. Oh, as Dave's picked up another 3-second penalty as well for track limits. Cutting over the inside curb there. Osso's fighting Jackie. I mean, we've got a DRS train that goes from P1 to P8.
Yeah.
Anything could happen here. Anything could happen. Matey boy picking up another 3 seconds. Teabags made it past Dave again. This side by side down that straight again. See, Hardy's still not recovering ERS. Neither's Luckman. Both of them are in a similar position.
To be fair, you just can't get past it. That's suiting back when they were behind. And Luckman as well.
Yeah, my issue is that Luckman's in a similar position to Hardy ERS-wise. I think Airways and Barker are in the best positions for the podium spots here. Maybe they just, you know, playing it clever, sitting behind, just use the DRS and the slipstream, keep your ERS at a high enough level, and then push in that last 2 laps when you can. We'll see how it plays out. We're not far from the end now. 5 laps to go. Hardy looks to be pushing. He's gone for a move up the inside of Scotty into turn 5. He gets it done. He leaves room on the outside this time. Scotty's kept the position, got a better exit.
Yeah,
Hardy's got the DRS.
how long can he hold on to that is the real
Bark's got him as well. Bark's got Scotty as well. But now Hardy, no ERS and no DRS. Let's see if they fly straight back past him. I don't think Scotty will panic here. Neither of them got him back. I thought they'd have got him straight away.
Yeah, that run into 9 is not as long as you think.
I felt that's where I had a better chance at overtaking, to be honest. The run into 9 instead of the run into 6. I don't know whether it was just the way my setup was, or whether I got a better exit out of 7. But I always felt that DRS on the run into 9 was more powerful for me. Who knows, maybe Bark's playing it a bit cautious. Scotty was a lot closer to Bark than Bark was to Hardy.
Yeah, Bark will have a run here now fairly soon. He can see Hardy is flashing as well.
That's it, that flashing light just keeps you going, doesn't it? You see that and you think, I've got you.
Yeah. Bark is making a big move now. And he's going to hold out.
Caused it.
Close enough.
He caused his DRS
Scotty
early.
goes deep. Scotty goes deep. Gets a 3-second penalty. Oh, wow. Well, look, we've got Scotty as well. Bad tour from Scotty. Wow.
And Bark's going round the outside of Hardy. And he's got the move done before the braking zone. Bark has now took the lead of the race. Lookman and Scotty still battling.
Yeah, if Hardy could just hold on here and keep Lookman out of DRS, he might be in a bad position with a couple of laps to go. But he needs to recharge because Bark is just cruising at the moment.
Yeah, as I say, Bark showed good pace Friday night. This is what I expected of him. I was a bit surprised when I saw him tumble down the order a little bit at the beginning. But you know, he's kept himself in control, managed his ERS, stuck within touching distance. Who's that? Ferrari? Is that Teabag?
Ferrari.
It's Teabag round at Latifi corner. Scotty's now past Lookman. Be interesting to see what happens after the stewards meeting as well in terms of penalties. Like as you say, if there's warnings that could come off for the glitch we're aware of into the pit lane, then it could change things.
Yeah, 100% it could.
Hardy's still pushing now on the back of Bark, and they've brought that DRS now to Scotty in P3.
Hardy just needs to relax and use that DRS to recharge his battery, and then maybe go for one on the penultimate lap. But if he keeps pushing the way he's pushing, as he is as I speak, it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking at Bark's DRS up at 50-odd%, he just needs to cover off Hardy, to be honest, on the straights, and he's done. He doesn't need to do anything really. It's Hardy who needs to push. But as you say, you'd be clever to just recharge and go for it on one lap. Just push everything on one lap.
Absolutely, I agree.
Because that's it. Them laps like that run down to this turn 6, where Hardy's got DRS, Barkey's going to be deploying to keep him behind.
He's overtaking. You have no fucking DRS. What are you doing? Jesus.
Oh, Bark! I thought you were going to hit the wall then. And that's it, Bark. I think Bark's clever enough to know. I think.
Oh.
I don't know. I might be wrong.
Oh, I agree with you.
Just you know, sit behind him now. As long as if I'm in P2 here, if I'm in Bark's position, I see that red light on that car ahead. I'm not even making a move in any of the DRS straights. I'm just going to sit behind him, and on the last lap, he's getting everything.
Oh, wow.
He's disconnected. Hardy's disconnected. He's left the session. No, that's gonna fuck the race results up, because now Scotty's passed him as well, and Scotty's now all over Bark. Bark's lost the DRS that he was expecting to have down this straight. Have you sent him another invite? Unless he's hoping AI fucking recharges his battery for him or something. I don't know. But no, Scotty's now pushing again for this race win. All over the back of Bark. Wookie's now made it past Hardy as well. Is he back in yet? I've not seen the message saying he's rejoined. No, his car's still in AI. There's a Williams, a Dave's now making it past Hardy. Scotty's now all over Bark. This is it. This is it. This is your final lap. Scotty well within DRS now. 0.3 of a second on this push now into turn 6. DRS open, but he's not deploying. He's not deploying. He's relying just on DRS, whereas Airways is pushing. Airways down to 8% ERS behind. Second DRS zone now. Is this where Scotty's going to get the move done? DRS open, ERS activated.
He does have that penalty.
He does, but he's pushing. He still wants to take that win on track. Whether he thinks he could get that penalty removed, I don't know. He's pushing and he's gapped Bark now. What's Airways going to do? Airways has just had a moment. Lutman's got through. Oh, Airways sideways there through that corner. Kept it out of the barrier, but Lutman has got through. And the penalty drops Scotty to P2, so him pushing where he did was worthwhile, to be honest. On the leaderboard he's only lost one position. If he thinks he can get it removed, you know, potentially take that win back. Unfortunate for Lutman, he's dropped down to P5 after his penalty. Wookie, after that nightmare start, the incident with Jackie, made it back up to P4. So in terms of inviting drivers for the podium chat, 2 of them we know are already there.
One have to vote them, but unfortunately I have an issue to do with, but I'll get them in first.
No problem, bud. You leave now if you want, I'll sort it out.
Yeah, perfect.
Alright, mate. No worries. Invites have just been sent to you podium sitters. We'll just have a quick look through the results. Sprint race, Hardy taking the win, Scotty P2, back P3. Some of the deltas down there a bit screwed. All these lads DNFing at the bottom here, these bottom 4. And the results for the feature race, back P1 taking the win, Scotty and Airways rounding out your podium. Nerf Pack there taking fastest lap down in P14, won't see the point for it. Podium sitters have been invited, but they've not joined yet. There we go, the lads are joining now. Apologies. Too busy looking at the tier 3 chat there after the race. Let's see who we've got in the chat. We've got Scotty and back. I'll tell you what, we'll do it differently this week. We'll start back. You took the win on track. Spent most of the feature race down P3, round P4. Came back within the last 5 laps. How did it feel? Was that your strategy? Just try and keep close?
Yeah, actually, I was trying to follow Scotty and Hardy as tight as I could, and I thought that there might be something happening in front of me because I saw them fighting so hard. So I tried to stay within the DRS zone, but actually it wasn't that easy. Dropped out a few times, but yeah, P1 in the end.
Yeah, exactly that. You made it count. Your ERS management. I've got to say, to be honest, both of you, your ERS management was spot on. You used it where you needed to, and that showed. To be honest, with your finishing positions. Obviously, Barker raced with you on Friday night. Saw a lot of pace from you then. Do you feel that Friday reserving there helped you tonight? Give you an idea of what you needed to do?
Yeah, exactly. That was good practice. Good practice, even though the end result wasn't that good. I was hoping, but at least I got the good practice and feeling how the car goes on the track. But yeah, that was good practice.
Definitely. Well, it looked like it worked out. It looked like you had your strategy nailed on from our end. Well done, mate. Good result. Great win.
Thanks, bud.
Scotty, how'd you feel, mate? You led. You looked in control pretty much from minute 1. Obviously, you've had a race-long battle with Hardy, but Hardy using a lot of ERS, whereas you looked a lot more in control of yours.
Yeah, it's one of them tracks. ERS to get back is impossible. I kind of like with Hardy behind me, I didn't know if he was using ERS or not. Taking a risk, letting him overtake me just to see if he had a blinking light, and he did. So it was like, okay. And I know Bark throughout the season so far, his ERS management has been on point. So it's like as long as I can try and match his ERS, that I know would get on track with him side by side, both using the same ERS. Really interesting. Unfortunately, obviously with the 3-second penalties, hopefully one of them came back from the pits, so obviously that would be in steward's hands, so that would be down to them to see who gets net P1. But apart from that, yeah, it was a solid race. Haley as well, um, consistently behind me again. I think I dropped back as well with Nerf Pack. No, not with Nerf Pack, King Luckman as well. So it was like with the 3 second penalty, it was like, okay, like I don't want to lose too much time to Luckman. Luckily, Bark and Haley as well was battling on track, so that allowed me to catch up. And yeah, that was it. It was just literally just smart racing tonight on the track like this.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it now for anyone who's still in the viewing who heard me say it earlier. I did say I didn't think you were clever enough to manage your ERS as well as you were doing.
Yeah,
I said I'd say
yeah.
that to you.
Yeah, no, I mean, me and the ERS normally, I always just let it get ahead of me and just
That's
use that.
that's
Yeah,
the way I remember you racing. You know, I've raced
yeah,
with you
it was,
a lot of times, and that's
yeah,
how I remember you being
yeah.
full
Like I
send all the
said,
time.
I was just focusing on that 3 second penalties. With Bark, I mean, I could have took him on the penultimate lap, but I just thought, you know what, halfway down the straight, deactivate DRS, get them moved on the last lap. So they'll be interesting to find out tomorrow who what the stewards think of that. But yeah, it was just I know Airways was sneaking up as well, so it was trying to slow down behind Bark to not overtake him, as well as obviously keeping Airways behind me.
Well, that's it. I think with the tricky track limits, that issue on the entrance to the pit lane, you can't be too sure of someone behind you who's got a 3 second penalty or whether it's going to come off or not.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
you've got to try and get the position on track. Unfortunately, Hardy, while battling you, disconnected from the session,
Yeah, yeah, I noticed that
and
kind of put me off as well because it was in
yeah,
middle of turn 2, I believe.
and just he tumbled down the order. I think he finished P10 on our screens, which,
It's
to be
unfortunate
fair,
for
doesn't
him.
do him justice. You know, he was up there. He was in that podium battle. He was in the battle for the race win.
Yeah,
But
yeah. He even at one point, I think he pitted earlier than me before the safety car got the undercut on me
yeah,
as well. So it was yeah, it was an interesting battle because I was thinking of the undercut, but I thought I got one more lap. Um,
how did you both feel when that safety car came out?
re- Relieved because I know Bark has got immaculate pace. So when a safety car restart him behind me, it was a bit nerve-wracking because I know that if he pushes for the ERS, that's gonna push me. I don't know if he tried baiting me, but it was like my finger was twitching that L1 button, but it was just there every out of every straight, just a little bit, just a little bit. Um, but no, it was kind of a relief pitted. I saw Bark followed me as well, so yeah, it was good time for that safety car as well.
Do you think the
Yeah,
same, Bark? Yeah.
yeah. Actually, I don't mind if there was a safety car or not, but of course, maybe it would have been better to get a run away without the safety car. But yeah, I have to say now that Scotty is still there, that amazing job that you are doing with the pit stops. I still don't get it. I was right behind you, but then when you exit the pit lane, I was over 2 seconds behind. So that's amazing.
Yeah,
Well done.
second time I've seen you follow me into the pit stop. I don't know if you're copying me or if I'm copying you.
Yeah.
I just want to say you're talking about his pit stops, but your that VSC at the beginning, was it the sprint race? You ended up with an 8 second lead.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I was actually bit frustrated. I don't know what happened between Airwaves and I think it was Haiti ahead of me. They just seemed to stop on track. Um, Bark, I worked it out, must have had a 5 6 second lead because his lap time was 6 seconds faster than mine. And I was just thinking like that's it for the
We
that's it
couldn't
for the
work
sprint
out,
race.
like, from comms.
Yeah,
We couldn't work out what had happened.
I
Whether Bark was trying to keep it as close to the limit of the delta as he could, or whether the lads behind had slowed up a bit more.
yeah, I don't know. I just came out of the corner, two cars ahead of me were stopped. I was thinking, you know what, they've stopped on track. I could have overtaken them, but you know, with it being yellow flag conditions, I don't know how that would have
Yeah.
been at the end of the race. And if I got then the pit warning to let for legal overtake, it was out of my hands. So I just thought, you know what, just do the smart move. Luckily as well, it was a sprint race. I think it was Bark and Haley that was battling ahead of me. through after the DRS, like the little S sector, which I think that was probably the only overtake I've made on track that I'm actually quite happy about.
But no, all in all, quite a good race to watch. A damn sight better to commentate on than last week. And you both got a brilliant result. Unfortunately, we've not had Airways join the channel, join the chat. But Airways, congratulations on your first podium, I believe. Thank you everyone who's tuned in. Thanks to the lads who've joined us. Thanks to Scotty and Bart joining the chat here. Well done on your results. Thank you all, and we'll see you next week.